When you think about somewhere like Cambridge, you probably don't think of a place like this. Probably don't think of somebody who looks like me. My name is Courtney Daniella and I am a YouTuber, I am an entrepreneur, and I am a Cambridge graduate. Growing up here was really cool. A lot of us didn't grow up with like a lot of money or ambitions to go to university. I was going to just work to help support my family because at the time my mum was very sick and we didn't know whether she was going to actually get better. So it was just my mum, my sister and I. Now this is my old secondary school / sixth form, and behind these gates is a normal state school that housed some of the best people I think in the world. Now it was whilst I was here that I decided that I was going to apply for Cambridge University. I was scared that my race, my background, the way I spoke was definitely going to hold me back. You're kind of intimidated by the fact that you're doing something that feels like going down a lonely road by yourself. But nonetheless, I was able to get over my own fears, able to get out of my own head and decide that I was going to let whatever would be. Where I grew up, how I grew up, the people that raised me, they taught me so much. It may not have been or look the same as a lot of the people who do end up at Cambridge. However, it made me into a person with ambition and dream. If you're watching this, then I think you have ambition and dream and drive as well, so you can do it.
Please stand back from the platform edge.
Fear is something that happens to the best of us, and I must admit, when I saw this train coming to take me to King's Cross so I could go to Cambridge, I was scared out of my mind. I had this train journey to try and calm down, but I was pretty much hyperventilating. When I first got off the train at Cambridge, it was a pretty daunting experience. I had been to the city before, but I hadn't been to the college that I was actually going to, and I was pretty scared. However, when I finally got here, I was running late. I had missed my train because I was so nervous to come to my interview. I almost wasn't going to come. And then when I finally got here, I was running and rushing to finally get into a taxi. It's totally fine to be nervous for your interview. It's pretty common and it's pretty human. I should have just been a lot more easy on myself. Calm yourself down a little bit. I even wish I had worn different clothes. Remember, they're not trying to trick you. I jumped out of my taxi and I completely forgot to pay my cab driver. It's all about you being comfortable and showing yourself in the best way possible. I made it to my interview and thank God my interviewer was actually later than I was. What really shocked me was when I sat down across from people that were interviewing me, it was very conversational. What are you interested in? What are you passionate about? Let's discuss that. All you have to do is bring your best self to your interview. This interview is going really, really well, and I'm sure that Rihanna's going to definitely get in. So good luck, Rihanna.
Thanks, Courtney.
So when you first come to Cambridge, there are some really grand buildings which may seem quite intimidating. Places like this are really beautiful and you can definitely appreciate their beauty. But for me, I wanted a more modern, more chill vibe. So right now we're about to go into Robinson College. It's kind of like this little mini fortress. You're just seeing all of our different rooms, and places used for dining, places used to study, and places used to live in. You're really a part of a family. You find your real good set of friends who you go out into town with or you just stay in college with. So it's a really great place to really find and touch base with people who you want to spend the rest of your 3 years with. All colleges have a cafe or a bar. It's a great place to meet up with your friends, chill out a little bit, or you can even revise in here. This is your typical Robinson room. It has an amazing view of the gardens, and if you're lucky enough to have a balcony, then that's always great. You can always decorate the walls and do whatever you can to make yourself feel comfortable. One thing about being in a space like this is obviously you will stand out as one of the few black students that are in your college, and you can't let that stop you from having a good time. One of my biggest regrets personally was hiding away because I was constantly so conscious of the fact that I look so different, and you know what, it held me back. You've just got to realize that you being different brings a different voice to the table, a different voice to the conversation. Just do it. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back, and you will find spaces where you could feel comfortable. So I'm going to take you somewhere where you may spend a lot of your time depending on where you like to work, and that is your college library. It's full of loads of books, it's full of loads of desks. Whilst I was here, I spent a lot of time sitting down and studying. It's exam season, so I should probably get to reading.
The examiner's reports, I think, will emphasise.
So right now we are in a lecture, and I can't really talk too loud because we will get kicked out. Lectures are very different to classes that you might have in sixth form. You go off and read the books and write the essay and go to your supervision, and then you've covered the whole topic. So this is really just the beginning of your learning. Most people in Cambridge actually get around by cycling.
Coming for a ride?
No, never. Yeah. Bye, Drew. This is Trinity College. Picture everything that's opposite to a college like Robinson, and you have Trinity. We are coming here to talk to Nathania. It will be great for you guys to just hear from her because she's such a real person. History student from Manchester up north, so yeah. Hey girl, hey.
I didn't actually ever picture myself here. It was just I wanted to see if I could do it.
Yeah.
And then I did, and I'm really happy that I did.
What was it like coming here for the first time and seeing the Trinity College?
It was, I hadn't Googled, I hadn't nothing. So I came here for my interview, I came down with my auntie. Yeah. And I remember I was outside the front. I was literally fine. And I walked through that little door at the front, and then I literally myself. I was like, they're never gonna let me in here. It was just so grand and everything. I remember moving in day here, I got here late, of course. So I remember stood outside the front and I was dead nervous, and I was like, I can either go in and be nervous and not speak to anyone, or I could just go and be myself and that's what I've done, and I've made some really good mates here. There are a lot of traditions, there are a lot of rules. It can be a bit ridiculous at times, but overall it is a really nice place to live, and I think even though it is really intimidating how it looks, there are nice people here, and you don't see 60% of them anyway because they're all math moles in the room, so it don't really matter to me. Yeah. But I like it as a college, and I don't think I would like to be anywhere else.
It's not all work while you're here. Everything can be kind of fun when you want it to be. So I found most of my time being spent relaxing and just chilling with my friends in the ACS. So yeah, at the end of the day, just make it what you want it to be. 18-year-old Courtney, what would I say to you? You're gonna be great. You're actually gonna be fine, and you're smart enough to be here. You're gonna get an amazing degree. You're actually gonna get a first in some of your papers, shockingly. You have the chance to make an impact, so just don't be quiet. And stop feeling like an imposter. Stop feeling like you can't do this, and stop punishing yourself for feeling like you have to hide away and not be seen, because then people will find out that you can't be here, because actually you're gonna produce some amazing work and your voice is actually going to be quite important. And yeah, so get out of bed, put on your wig, go to the library and go to your lectures. Yeah.